Hey everyone, I'm Ehsan Bahrami. Welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to cover some concepts that exist in most programming languages, terms that you'll come across frequently. These include expression, statement, syntax, and semantic. But before we jump into the lesson, I recommend you hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon, and set it to all so you won't miss any new uploads and can easily find the channel again. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment. To show your support, it really helps. What is an expression? Here are a few things to know about expression. They evaluate to a value. This means they're made up of variables, values, and operators, and they produce a single value as the result. They're used in computations. For example, you can use expressions in arithmetic operations like addition or multiplication, comparisons like greater than or less than, and even function calls. They're often part of a statement. Expressions are frequently embedded inside statements to provide the data or value needed to execute an action. An expression by itself doesn't perform any action. It simply computes a value, for example, 2 plus 3, x multiply y, hello string plus name variable, minimum of 10 and 12. What is a statement? Here's what you need to know about statements. They execute actions. Statements are complete instructions that tell the Python interpreter to perform an action. These actions can include assigning values to variables, printing output, controlling the flow of the program with loops and conditionals like if, for, while. We'll talk about more statement examples like this: assignment statement, conditional statement, and for loop statement. Now that we've covered both expressions and statements, here's a quick tip. Sometimes an expression can also be a statement. For example, 5 plus 3 assigned to x is both an expression, it evaluates to 8, and an assignment statement, it assigns 8 to the variable x. What is syntax? Syntax refers to the rules that define how symbols are arranged to create valid expressions or statements in a programming language. These rules can vary between languages. For instance, in Python, you don't need a semicolon at the end of a statement, but in C++, most statements do require a semicolon. What is semantic? To explain semantics better, let's compare syntax and semantics. Syntax is all about the correct order of characters to create valid expressions or statements, but semantics focuses on the meaning behind them. For example, consider this code. Here the syntax is correct, but the semantics are wrong. Because you can't add a string and an integer, this likely wasn't what the programmer intended. Now let's briefly talk about some of the elements that can be part of a statement, such as variables, comments, functions, and more, which are common in almost all programming languages. Variables. These are used to store data like numbers or strings. Comments. These are pieces of text in the code that are not executed by the system. They're mainly used to add explanations or notes for other programmers. Functions. Functions can take input, perform some operation, and usually return a result as the function's output. Don't worry if you didn't fully grasp all of these concepts. This was just a quick intro. We'll dive deeper into them with examples in future videos. By the end of this video, you should be able to look at a piece of code written in most programming languages, especially Python, and identify parts like expressions and statements. Plus, terms like semantic, syntax, variables, and comments should now feel more familiar, making it easier for you to follow along with tutorials and coding content. Thanks for watching. To keep me motivated to create more content for you, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon and set it to all so you don't miss out on new uploads. Your likes and comments mean a lot to me. I read them all and try to reply whenever I can. See you in the next video.